survivor. I'm a survivor, survivor. Who will be the ultimate survivor? Let's find out when you spend a day in our shoes. All you creators, our sanctuary is waiting. Who will win the title? Well, it could be you. Survivor, survivor. I'm a survivor.
Hello, Jamie. Good morning.
Good morning.
And good morning to all you great folks. Happy
Christmas.
Saturday. Yes, this is an unplanned, it's unscheduled. I like what Meerkat from YouTube says. I probably said that name wrong. Meerkat. I beat a live? Usually only see replays. Well, we're happy to have you here. We don't always go live on Saturday mornings. This is normally a time when Jason and Brooke over at Cog Hill do their live, and we don't like to mess around with other people's lives if we can help it. We never do it intentionally.
No.
Sometimes we'll pop up accidentally and not realize. And you guys are usually really fast to tell us, hey, so-and-so's live too. And I'm like, oh no. But I made sure that I messaged Jason. I says, hey, are you guys going to go live this morning? Because I think that y'all are late. He goes, we're not going to make it today. I'm like, okay. I said, we're going live then.
We'll go live. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to go live for kind of a bittersweet moment. A bittersweet live with you all. This is a bittersweet live, believe it or not, because this is the last live that you're going to have to hear all of that racket. Now, listen to me. I have been so wishy-washy on this.
Yeah, I even have a video coming out about what we were thinking of doing. So like this is Lester's back and forth sway, and I was like, well, okay, whatever.
Listen, I really do feel bad because I have gone back and forth and back and forth. And ultimately, we always have to do what's in the animal's best interest, not our own selfish interest. And believe it or not, I've kind of found myself where I've been drawn to that annoying rooster, that fighting rooster we have out there in that little omelet. I've been drawn to him. And I as much as I'm sorry. Just give me one moment.
Yeah. Rocky, you need to shut your little pie hole.
I'm not gonna miss it.
For as much as he can sometimes annoy us all, I also know that he's become a character, Jamie. He's become a character. He's become a character in our novel.
So here's the thing. His crows don't bother. Like, there's nothing about Rocky that bothers me. That's what bothers me is that dang megaphone. And whoever sent that megaphone, thank you so very much. It's like when you get your kids noisy toys for Christmas, so your nieces and nephews. You got the niece and nephew, a noisy toy for Christmas, and he can't stop playing with it. So I will welcome that departure right there, but
So,
not Rocky's
My
departure.
question is, should I send the megaphone over to I'm a Survivor also so that Ellie can use it whenever he's getting annoyed making a video
I'm sure.
and Rocky will not hush up?
Well, here's the thing. He's going to be competing with Nate and Cornholio over there. So
Boy, I tell you what, it's going to be a madhouse with all of the noisemakers over at that property. I already joke that my anxiety gets up when I get into the barn over there and I see these little beady eyes looking at me from all angles, ducks and chickens and turkeys.
And you made so many people hate the feathers and anything about it because
I'm
of
getting attacked by Cornholio.
your dramatic.
No, so I hope that no one, listen, let me just go ahead and say that you kind of like, please don't take any page that you follow too seriously, y'all. Don't find yourself getting caught up in emotions of a YouTube or a Facebook channel, because you have to know that we are, in a way, actors in our very own movie. Is that accurate?
That's true.
We're actors in our very own movie. And so even though there's no script, all of the creators that you watch, and that goes from the Morrow Hill creators, who's trying to come out and join me over here, to
Don't do it.
I'm not. Every other creator, we kind of have become actors in our own shows. And it really bothers me when I see such divisiveness, such arguing and fighting back and forth in comments because people don't realize that you're getting way too much into this. You're getting now. Maybe we're just really good actors.
I don't know.
Maybe we're just great actors.
People will come at me like, "Don't you dare put any feathers or anything at Lester's. You're gonna disrupt his peace. You're gonna ruin everything like you did at the sanctuary with all those feather babies. And you're gonna make all the animals sick. And Lester hates them. And how dare you disrupt your partner's life like that? And all these other things." I'm like, he loves Rocky.
Yeah, I do.
And
I love Nate. I love Cornholio. Guys, don't think I don't. I love Pablo. I love them all.
Yes.
I don't know all their names like some people do, but I love them and I give my life to protect them. But sheesh.
But he gets annoyed with them. The same way that I get annoyed that the ostriches have ruined all the grass up by the fences. The same way that I just don't talk about it like Lester does and make a drama thing about it. So like don't buy into all of his drama.
Hold on, stop saying his and remind everybody it's not just me, Jamie, because you make it sound like I'm the only drama king or queen around here.
Okay, that's true.
Take what you see on the internet. Is it like as a grain of salt? Like a grain of salt? It's entertainment, y'all. It's entertainment. And now, oh my gosh.
What's she barking at? Sadie?
Sadie?
Oh my gosh.
Sadie, you need to hush it up.
Rocky, you need to shut your little pie hole.
I just don't know what she's barking at.
Rocky.
Sadie, you need to hush it up.
Sadie, you need to hush it up.
Come here, Sadie.
That'll work.
Sadie, you need to hush it up.
All right.
Why is that so loud?
I can make it loud, Jamie. All right, so maybe we can still use the megaphone here because it seemed to have worked for Sadie.
I'm so happy.
It seemed to have worked for Sadie. Oh my gosh, I have something sad to talk about. Now Rocky's going to jump back in. If it's not Sadie, it's Rocky. If it's not Rocky, it's Sadie. How much you want to bet one of the donkeys are going to bray at some point and really jack everything up? Christmas, so. I'm doing a live. This is not time to cuddle with you. I'm a man. Men don't cuddle.
She was telling you that she was being good, that it wasn't her fault.
They're going to think I'm a cuddler. I don't want people to think I'm a cuddler. I'm not a cuddler. Now I'm not going to cuddle you every time you come to me like that. No, I'm a man and men don't cuddle. Rocky, I'm not going to cuddle you neither. So yes, I have been twisted and torn about what to do with Rocky. All right, your turn to cuddle.
Okay, I know.
And
Dad's not really mad.
Yesterday I was talking to Ellie and Megan, and I just realized that Megan really had high hopes of offering Rocky a really neat place with ladies. Welcome to our life, baby. I will cuddle you. I will cuddle her in a few minutes. Hey, sweetie. She looks so much like Journey.
I've called her Journey on accident.
Like Journey. Hey, baby love. She looks so much like Journey. Let me back up so people can watch her. And they don't need to see me as much as they need to see her because she's a sweet girl. Come here. I'm turning you around.
Don't put her too close. You know what happens.
Yes, she will jump right over.
So this morning, Lester opened up the door for the dogs to go out.
I love you, baby.
And then he decided he was going to come lay back down for a few minutes while we run the water for the cow milk to get warm. We turn the coffee pot on, and we put the milk in the microwave for the goats. During that time,
I left the door open so the dogs can come in and out, and everyone can kind of make their way around.
It's a beautiful morning here.
Beautiful morning. No flies. Oh, there's a few flies, but the air is nice and cool. Not cool. It's just not 100 degrees.
It's not 100 degrees. It's only supposed to be 96 today. So, it was a good morning. So we just wanted a few more minutes to lay down while all that was processing. Well, lo and behold, if a goat doesn't come flying in our bedroom, and I'm like, how is that possible? And then there's another one out here screaming at the top of his lungs like crazy.
So, yeah, so she's getting to be a big girl, and she can jump right over her little 3-foot fence here, her playpen. And that means, y'all know what that means.
She's about ready to become a real goat.
At some point, she becomes a real goat and goes to the real goat pasture.
But she is It freakishly the same goat as Journey. Like there's never been another one that has had any similar scream or movements or demeanor, but she does. She absolutely does. The way that she takes care of Finn, the way that she is with the dogs, like she is so much like Journey. And looks like her in the face. And I find myself just like reminiscing all those times. Every time I feed her, I look in her eyes and I'm like, I feel bad because that takes away Starla's identity as Starla because we associate so much with her as Journey.
Yeah. What I was going to say before Starla rudely interrupted. No, someone. So when I took Ritzy to the veterinarian's office, they had a special dog treat, and it said for vet use only. It said for vet use only. It was in my video. And I forgot who I told, the doc or one of the vet techs, says, man, I wish they had these because Ritzy loves them. She ate like 4 of them. And even the vet, she goes, oh, well, I guess they're only something that we get as a promotional thing, whatever. Well, Ritzy loves them. Well, I walk out this morning and Jamie goes, something's wrong with Fiona. She's acting guilty of something. And I'm like, Fiona's acting guilty. So our
but not guilty of like herself. Like somebody did something wrong and she's scared that somebody's going to get in trouble. And she wants us to know that it wasn't her.
So I start walking around seeing what might have gone wrong. And, once in a while, dogs can have a bad habit here and there. They do things they shouldn't do. Sure enough, one of the 3 guardian dogs, because the 3 guardian dogs stay outside overnight. That would be Millie, Fiona, and Sadie. One of them just completely shredded a dog bed. So there's a dog bed here in the shop that has just that fake cottony stuff all over the floor. I mean, it's everywhere.
It exploded. They don't know what really happened, but all of a sudden it just exploded.
I says, Jamie, we know what she's upset about now. But then this is crazy how you says that's probably not it. There's probably something more than that. And so I walk out to the garage where I had unloaded my truck yesterday. Unloaded some feeds from the feed store. I also unloaded some packages that came from I'm a Survivor, some boxes all across the floor.
Don't tell me.
Somebody had gifted us. I could not find a receipt.
Lester, that's the second box. The first one was out here one morning that they destroyed and just strewed everywhere and ate through they picked it out of the stack of packages. Those must have
it dog treats?
The same ones from the vet's office that someone sent. Is that what you're about ready to say?
Yes.
So they don't do that to any other package. There have been packages with other dog treats that people have sent that no one's touched. That have sat here just as many days waiting for us to open it.
You keep talking. I'm going to go get the package. I want to see what it looks
like. And I'm
not
making it up. I made a video of it in the yard right here on Suits to Boots. It was like, oh no, Lester.
She's my co-host while I'm gone.
And they ate through that box and ate 4 or 5 bags of them. There were a few that Ritzy got to eat that were left because I guess they got full. I don't understand what the smell could be from those treats because they're wrapped in a foil. Don't do it. Don't do it. Come here. They're wrapped in like a foil thing. So how could they? And they're lean treats. They're diet treats. Have y'all ever craved diet food that much? Because I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes I talk myself into eating some of the things and saying like, oh, this is so much better, or this will do in place of whatever I was craving. But they must have a really strong scent if they found them again, or they're like crack and they're totally addicted. If they just did that, because I'm telling you, Fiona's guilt this morning was normally she'll come in, everybody greets us in the morning, says hello, and then everybody's out following us doing our chores. And then they go do their own playful thing while we sit down and have coffee. Well, Fiona came in and was like hiding between me and the cabinet as I'm making bottles and mixing things up. And she just kept looking up at me like, it wasn't me, Mom. It wasn't me, Mom. It wasn't me. But something bad happened. And my first thing goes to like, I know it's not an animal that they would hurt, but was something here that they were trying to protect our animals, and did they hurt that? Because that, for me, would be more of a pride thing, but still, Fiona's heart would hurt if something got hurt. Anything at all. Fiona's heart, like, she does that. But I'm telling, those are it. Babe, those must have the strongest scent ever.
So, I don't know. So, read about them, sweetie. I need, ouch!
They're gone again. That's 2 packages that they've picked out of all the packages. Made with real chicken liver.
Well, that's what it would
Available
be.
only at your veterinarian.
Yeah, how's that crazy? Those are not vet sending those. Listen, I looked everywhere. There was no name anywhere on that
I'm
package.
so sad.
But those dogs, and I
They
don't
were
know,
sent for Ritzy. That's the second time that Ritzy.
every single one of them are gone. And they did it right there in the barn area. And the thing is, Fiona knew they were breaking some rules, and well,
Dang.
they ate every one of them.
These are great treats, apparently.
Yeah, available only at your veterinarian. Bite-sized pieces, portion controlled, made from chicken liver, low-fat treat.
I just said, I'm like, have you ever had a diet food that you love so much? Because most of the time I'm talking
Lean
myself into
treats.
it.
So there is one diet food that I really like that used to make for me all the time. When we were trying that special diet, you would make up some kind of little walnut or some kind of pecan.
Oh, my cheesecake.
It was a cheesecake
Yeah,
made from
keto
pecans. It was keto diet, and it was cheesecake. And it was actually really good. I love that.
It was delicious.
And
it's better than regular cheesecake.
I would, yeah, I love that so much. That was really
It's been
good.
a few years since I made that. Maybe I'll do that for you. But I make them in muffin tins.
Yeah,
and
they were
that's
small,
why
so
they
I would
were
take
good.
several of them. And that was one diet food that I actually could have just gotten lost some weight on. Hey, would you delete that mess right there?
It's the link to the treats.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm so scared of links. You know
Well,
about what I sent you
I know.
about that lady who was in our page putting links so
I
you'd
know
all
it
go
wasn't
buy
you.
her merch.
I know. It
Who
wasn't you.
does that? Who does that? Goes to my
I
comments,
think she got spammed.
tags. Well, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Because, yeah. Anyway, so for whoever sent those, our dogs really enjoyed them.
Well,
I don't think it was the dog that
I
you
can promise
intended.
you, Ritzy got none of them. Christmas is in the house. Stella's in the house. Trixie and Ritzy. Those 4 sleep inside.
So here, let me
They
clarify some things on
protect
that
us
too.
in the house. The other dogs protect the animals.
We do not make the guardians stay outside.
Oh no,
We let them in, and they actually stay with us till what, 11 o'clock? Like they like to be in when we go inside about 9 o'clock to take our baths and do our unwinding. They come in with us until about 11, and then they ask to go outside for the rest of the night. They will not. They don't want to be inside the rest of the night.
Look, you got a cooking video coming up. Jamie, make a video showing how to make the cheesecake. Oh my gosh, I got to talk about a cooking video. Hold on. This is okay. Hold on. Okay, Jamie, you talk. I got to find something. Please talk. I got to find something.
I made a video a few years ago making the big cheesecake. That was one of my very first videos when I wasn't very comfortable talking on camera.
gosh.
But I'll redo it and I'll make them the muffin style because Lester wants them. They are delicious, and I kind of tweaked the recipe
I don't have any glasses here.
to accommodate keto, but it was good. And I always use the pecans that my grandma sends from her farm that she picks up and shells and picks out herself. So it's kind of a special thing. Lester doesn't like the rhubarb that she sends, but he does enjoy the pecans. So that's a good idea. I guess I'll have to whip that up this weekend.
Yeah, y'all give me just 1 second. This is not going to take long at all. I'm so fast at this kind of stuff.
Oh my gosh. Did you just brag on yourself?
Well, no, as far as the video making part, I'm really fast at it. So it doesn't take me too long to make a video at all.
That's true. Lester is a master at a couple of apps and the editing. He's a master video creator.
I'm not trying to brag on myself. I don't do that. If I do,
I was
please
teasing
tell
you,
me. Okay.
but he really is good at this app and way faster than I ever could be.
So the thing is, you cannot upload a picture to this this thing we have called StreamYard. You can only upload a video. So I want to show y'all something. Now, I'm so proud of my family. As of right now, we have not only my dad, but also my mom. Then we have Daniel, my brother Dan. We call him Uncle Dan. We have Sister Kim. And now we have my other sibling, Tina, my younger sister, Tina, who are all doing YouTube videos. My mom does Facebook, YouTube videos. Anyway, so when Daniel started his channel, we talked about it long and hard. And he didn't want to be like a homestead because he's not really homestead type stuff. But what Daniel does do is everything outdoors. Am I making that up? Uncle Dan is outdoorsy as they come, right? Uncle Dan, you may not even know this because of stuff like that. Can you not read the title of his latest video? It says it. Latest video from Daniel Morrow Outdoors. I'm gonna take a picture of that and send it to Dan and say, how embarrassing. How embarrassing.
Oh my God.
That's what I'm gonna do. Hey, would you? No, it's okay. I got this. There. Okay. I'm gonna give him the hardest time.
Patty Cake Baker Dan is one
Patty
of the
Cake
most creative.
Baker Dan. And so the thing is, I'll go ahead and hide that now. I don't know how many people watch. Well, there was 20-something thousand on there, but for an outdoors channel, who you think would be about fishing, four-wheelers, mud, ATV, possibly trapping or hunting, whatever the season dictates, Jamie, hiking, outdoors, man, outdoors. I just picture outdoors like
but what
wilderness.
He showed was a softer side and a partnership with his wife, Lou, who they have great banter. You can tell they've been married a long time and they have excellent banter. And to be able to do something that they've never done before together. And I think it's really awesome. I do. And then the family comes over and tries it. And I think it's really neat. No,
it is really neat. But he needs to rename his channel to Patty Cake Baker Dan. I'm gonna suggest that to him, actually. I'm gonna say, hey, that Daniel Morrow Outdoors, man, that's not working for you. You need to be Patty Cake.
Make me change his intro and everything. I worked hard on his intro.
Oh my gosh. Jamie, I don't have my glasses, but help me for 8.28. You guys have been so kind to my sister Tina. Yesterday was, I don't want to say her official launch, but it was the first time that we officially posted the link and talked to Tina on a live about her new channel, her and Rob, that's her husband. Don't forget that Sister Tina is Bennett. You've all met Bennett around on everyone's videos. Bennett. You also have Dustin, who is he has two of the kids, Carly and Coda. And Bay that my mom take care of a lot. So you've seen the kids on a lot of my mom's and dad's videos. And then they have Elijah, who's just gone off to college. So Tina is an empty nester now. Well,
not really.
She says Bennett still has a room there, but Bennett just stays everywhere. Bennett's is nomadic. Yes, yeah. Bennett is very nomadic and he moves around. But Amber says Tina and Rob need to make longer videos. LOL. No, so get it. So yes, we get it. Amber, that's a great point, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But I don't want to talk too much about the technical side of video creation. But I'll just say this: that before you can, so shorter videos get more reach. Does that make any sense? Jamie, help me. You can help me here. And so Tina knows right now her page is new. She's trying to grow. So this is advice that Jamie and I have told all of the creators. Don't start your very first videos 20 minutes long. You have to introduce yourself to the world. And the way you introduce yourself to the world is by snapshots of your life, little snapshots here and there. And so Tina, being that she's just started the channel, she wants you all to see a snapshot of who she and Rob are as a family, as a mom, as a breast cancer survivor, as a grandmother. And Tina's story, Hurricane Harvey, she lost her home in Harvey. Tina's story is as good a story as anybody's. But you have to let Tina take the time to, number one, get comfortable with the camera. Number two, learn the editing tools that's required to make a longer video.
Well, I didn't have time to do it. So
and then I was gonna say, that was my last thing. It takes time, y'all. Video creation, as far as taking your camera out and videoing something, might seem very simple, but to take it back inside later and either go to your computer or to your phone, whichever device you use, to edit and remove the stuff you don't need and to make it a video experience for you all. We want you to enjoy your video. And that requires editing. That a good video creator will make sure they edit their work and not give you a rough draft. It's like if you're writing.
Cow. I just saw a comment that said Sister Tina can out-talk Lester. Why do you think I didn't join in on that live? I'd be a fly on the wall.
Oh my gosh, that's so true. In case anyone is curious, thank you, Vonda, for putting it up there. Their channel is only on YouTube for now. It's a lot harder to get started on Facebook, y'all. So you can't expect someone to start off on Facebook. It takes time for Facebook to allow you that platform. But they did start off on YouTube, and it's called Tina and Rob Living Off the Hill.
Man, you said there are no flies this morning.
They're coming from everywhere, baby, because these little ghosts behind her saying, "Hey," and they all want to be up in our beeswax, and they're bringing the flies with them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, thank y'all for that. But no, Tina has an amazing story to tell, and Tina has a very profound story. And I'll say one last thing about Tina, and this is not an insult to anyone else. But when we all say that we're all survivors of something, which has become our motto, and you all know Jamie's truth, and you know my story, and you know the story of, I guess, all of the creators around Morrow Hill, we know many of your stories that you've shared, to help inspire and motivate us. Tina has a story, my friends. Tina has a story of survival and overcoming adversity, but those are Tina's stories to tell, not mine to tell you. And so we'll give Tina time to find her voice and find her comfort level. And I just appreciate those who've been supportive of her, because it's not easy. Jamie remembers. So I'll say a couple of things about the early days. It took us 2 years of video making before we ever made our first penny. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
2 years that it took us to slowly build an audience large enough.
But what's crazy is that wasn't our goal.
No, we made videos because I was just a video guy. From my school, I made videos. From around my family, I was our video. I am the family historian. I'm that guy. I'm that weirdo who have all these pictures and all these files. Well, I was that guy. Hurricane Harvey took away all of that. It took all of my pictures, all of my computers, all my hard drives. But I am, and I guess I'll eventually become the family historian. Well, not anymore. Now I think YouTube's going to be the family historian.
I think that everybody is telling their story and has found. I think that it's really profound because everybody has found something unique and their perspective unique and something different about them to show, but also the legacy that's left behind for future kids and grandkids to be able to circle back to. And I just think that that's one of the neatest things. And I talk about it all the time of when I made Xander's, high school graduation video, I had 2 video clips for 18 years of his life. I had thousands and thousands of pictures, but 2 video clips for 18 years of his life because I was never into video. But now that I am, I want to capture everything. Even if I don't show it on YouTube, I capture so many moments because later on, whenever Xander wants to look back at the things that we did together or wants to show his kids or maybe even his grandkids one day, if YouTube is still around, I think that the legacy left behind here is powerful. And that's why I've always encouraged, every time I talk about it on Time Out Tuesday, make the videos, even with no intention of anything other than to create your library for others to hear and remember, because I would kill to have videos of my grandfather talking about his life, other than what little is in my head that I've translated into my own version. Because let's face it, just like playing telephone, stories that are handed down year after year get altered a little bit based on how you heard them. But to be able to put it onto a video and to be able to go back later and hear their voice and hear that story, I think that that's incredible. And for anyone to do, not just the Morrow Hill clan, anyone. And I think it's important because even if 4 people watch and 3 of them were you, it doesn't matter because you've left that for others to be able to commemorate. And I just think that that's powerful.
I'm not ignoring you, and I think every word that you're saying is true. I was just kind of getting ready to talk about something coming up. So can you keep talking for a little bit longer? Even though I say I'm so fast at all of this, this was completely unplanned, and it was because I've seen a couple of people asking about it.
So Let's see here.
No,
You
so
threw me off a little bit.
I'm
So
sorry.
somebody says, could Lester do a live with all of his siblings? I don't think that you understand.
I would never get a word in, and I can't handle that. I cannot handle not getting a word in.
I don't think that you understand that none of you would be able to hear anything because they all just talk over each other and it just gets louder and louder and louder. And they're all talking to the same person. So, like, if I'm sitting in a room with all four of them and spouses and maybe Levi, they might all be trying to tell me a story, different stories. They do not care that the person right next to them is telling a different story. They will just keep talking. I don't know that when growing up, if no one let you all talk ever,
We were.
but now they're going to talk. So sitting there in like Sunday dinners. Yeah, I will be fully transparent here. I watch a Sunday dinner video and I'm like, I don't know how anyone hears anything.
So
I don't get it.
It's kind of sad because what happens is the loudest voice is the one that ends up getting heard. And so everyone that wants to be heard has to get louder and louder and louder. And so it really does create quite the chaotic scenes at Sunday dinner.
It gives me anxiety.
Yeah, it gives me anxiety as well. So
I always thought that our family was a little bit loud because there were little kids running around and things like that.
hold on. I can only watch with no volume. I couldn't catch that comment in time. But I could only, someone said I can only watch those videos with no volume. Yes, because it is chaos. Go ahead.
I don't know who she keeps. I guess there's some at the gate, like pausing or something that she keeps barking at. Anyway, so I really thought that our family was loud because there are little kids running around and screaming, or maybe there's a baby crying or things like that. I come to Texas and I'm like, holy Lord, holy, like. And it's not in a mean way. It's not they're just naturally loud. And then I can pick out your whole family's going to hate me after this video clip.
No. Careful. Because I have to deal. I'm the middleman here. Let's make it all right.
If Tina is in the room, Tina's the loudest. If Tina's not there, do you want to take a guess of who I'm going to say is the loudest?
Dan.
No, Gigi.
Lou? Oh, my mom. Yeah.
Lou's not loud. Lou usually just talks really loud.
Yeah, Lou's not loud. So listen, it's hard to say because I feel like I'm not putting anyone down. It's a family dynamic that you have to get used to. But no, there are about half of the folks that come to family dinners are very quiet and just kind of like sit and watch the circus, and the other ones are ringleaders and they just go.
I think it's why Buddy is so like soft and like just sort of to the side. I think that it did different things to y'all, but I love it at the same time. Like, while I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a lot. I also love it because it's hilarious to me to watch as an outsider, to sit here and watch all of the chaos happening. It is outstandingly entertaining all the time.
I'm going to ignore this person that just says, Lester, please let Jamie talk. Oh my God, lady. Please let Jamie talk. Oh my gosh. I want to show y'all something if I can take over for a minute. If it's okay with you. I want to make sure you have plenty of time to talk, of course. Yesterday, I did something that she was not very happy about we can all agree to disagree. And I'm certain that there'll be people who are going to tear me apart for this. But my video that comes out today, and it's going to be on YouTube first. I try to mix it up so that no platform feels like, we get it first. So I mix and match. Today it'll be on YouTube first. I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. I went ahead and took the next step. And I'm going to say this in trying to train Senorita. I don't like the word break. I know that that's what horse people use, but I don't like that word. I want to say train. And when I say train, I'm not trying to train her for me. I'm trying to train her for anyone who would eventually like to possibly ride her. She's not ready to be ridden yet, I don't think. She's way too young for me, obviously. She's only a year old.
Yeah,
but
there's no one on Morrow Hill that's small enough to ride her. That
besides kids.
Yeah,
but we're not.
But
she's not ready to be. No, she's not. No, she's not ready. So listen, I have been watching some videos, and there is I'm not going to give out the link or anything like that, but there's one channel that kind of talks you through a step-by-step. Now, I'm embarrassed because they only use little horses, like little ponies, but I don't know there's a big difference. So with their little ponies, what's wrong with you? What this place does is, you want to show them that little video? Just hold it here and show them. What this place does is takes little ponies and get them ready for kids to ride at little events like birthday parties and stuff like that. Now, granted, an adult cannot get on the back of a little pony and ride it around to train it to ride. That's not going to happen. You don't get a little kid out there on a pony to teach it how to ride. So I thought it was brilliant that you teach a horse that's too young to actually get on how to ride without ever getting on its back. It makes perfect sense what I'm saying. Yes or no? However, Jamie was panicked. I'm not going to say she was very happy about this, but I'm going to ask you just to watch. And please stop saying, go watch this channel. Go. No, I already watched my channel. It's tiny horses. It's tiny horses who have been trained, not broken, trained to become great little riding horses for kiddos. And if you can trust your pony to give kids a ride, then I think that we can trust Rita to give people rides in the future if we kind of train her the same way.
I just want to call something out.
Oh,
there
Lord.
is a time in my life where you have accused me of playing My Little Pony.
Okay.
And now?
Nope.
No. And now?
This was not a game. This is all work.
Lester is playing My Little Pony. That's what I'm going to say right now.
Listen, this was work. Here goes my short video clip. We'll talk through it. Okay, so I'm not going to show you the entire video right now. That's right there whenever that little girl will not get out of my way. Look how feisty she is, though. Not Rita. Look. Why would Jolene come all the way up there and then get in my way when I'm trying to walk the horse around, or lunger, as you call it? So, yes, yesterday I did put a pad. Jamie was with me. She talked me through it. We put a pad on Rita and kind of gauged her reaction to the pad. Was it comical and hilarious? It was. And then we found the lightest saddle that we have. We found a 23-pound saddle, the lightest one that we own, because she's only a year old. And we put that saddle on her back.
Not to ride her. Let's be really clear. With no intention.
Is anyone saying that?
No, I just want to clarify that there was never an intention to get on her.
Oh, I was very clear in my video. I was so clear in my video. I made it to where if you're going to be mean, you're going to be talking to yourself.
Part of training, and even if we never ride her, so it's just part of getting used to things touching her all over her body, and just that is.
And then
part of this.
I'm not trying to be mean when I say this, and this is not geared towards anybody, but in my mind, I know that I'm not going to be able to beat her here. I can't beat Brienne here. At some point, they're not going to let me. I can't beat you. You're not going to let me win this one because I'm scared of her. So in my mind, I'm like, you know what? If this is going to happen and I can't stop them, at least let me do the parts that could be more dangerous, so that I'll be the one who gets my teeth knocked out instead of Jamie. Or I'll be the one to lose my tongue when she kicks me and bites it off than Brienne. And so I'd rather take the disfigurement, Jamie, than you, okay? So I went ahead and did something. I had Jamie there with me to kind of make sure it was all okay. And Jamie videoed. And so I did. I put a pad. I put a saddle. We put the lunging rope. We walked out to kind of get her to walk around a little bit with this on her back. And, of course, Jolene walks up. Jolene wants all the attention. Now, listen, it gets worse. This next part you're not going to understand. Let me hide this for a minute so I can get everyone's full attention. Have you ever heard, horse people will know this. Horse people will know this. Jamie, I'm going to have to use you as an example, and I'm so sorry about this. It's called neck rein training. Neck rein. Neck rein. I'm going to type it in over here so people can see that I'm not making this up. Neck rein training. Now, most everybody who's ever done this does it from the back of the horse. Neck rein training. I hope I spelled that
I
right.
don't think you spelled rain right.
Rein is, yeah. No, it's not like rain. It's rein, R-E-I-N.
I thought it was R-E-I-G-N.
No. That's like, I'm the king. I shall reign forever. No. So neck rein training is, I believe, how you spell it, rein. I may be wrong.
Neck reining. No,
Neck
you're right.
reining. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do me one little favor. Could I take this piece of hair and kind of like tie it around your ear like that and that? So in neck rein training, you have
You
to
need
learn.
me to turn? Is that what you're getting at?
It's,
Right
no,
here?
no. It's a pressure and release kind of rein training. Like I said, most people do it on the back of the horse. However, with those little ponies, you can't get on their back. So they run the reins down through the stirrup, way past the back of the horse, so you can still learn. It's kind of like a plow mule, like you're plowing. And the horse can learn, when I add a little pressure here, if you'll turn, then I'll release the pressure. It's a pressure and release type of training that you can do safely from way behind the horse. Now, listen, I've only watched the video 100 times, but I tried it once. And so we're getting to that part over here. Are y'all ready for this? But you get it. So if I slowly pull, you turn and I release. If I slowly pull, so it's neck reining. And then when I pull back on both, you whoa. And I was doing that with voice commands, and I was kind of doing some sounds to go. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Seriously. Jamie, can I continue with my video? Are you okay? What did I do? I don't understand. Listen, maybe I'm just oblivious to things. What happened?
Jamie, you're being rude. Why am I being rude?
Because she's not volunteering to be my horse?
I just let you do it, and it made
And you're being rude. Anyway, someone said it's called driving, Lester. Okay, it may be. I don't know what it's called, but the video that I watched 100 times was neck rein training. And so that's why I called this neck rein training, and I also call it amateur hour, because I don't mind a video that I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, here goes the rest of the video where we'll get to that section. Okay, here we go.
This is mean as naughty as I am.
What are people doing, Jamie? Role playing. So here I am, knee brace and all, and what I've done,
I'm pulling it together. Sorry.
What I've done is I ran the reins from both sides of her halter, and I'm not actually using like a bless you. I'm not actually. Are you laughing? She's laughing. Get over here. What are you laughing about? Tell me what you're laughing about.
I can't stop.
I can't read that tiny writing. What are y'all saying to each other? Please stop. I'm trying to be serious here.
My eyes right now.
Huh? What are y'all reading in the comments, Jamie? Who is it? I'll read it later. I will read it later. It better not be about me. Lester is okay. So anyway, so what I'm doing over here, and I'm still, oh my God, Jamie, look, someone says I'm doing it right. Renee says he is doing it right. Thank you, Renee. You mean this, right? Not that. I don't know what Renee's saying. I don't really know what anyone means anymore. What the hell, Lester? Kenneth, the guys are supposed to support each other here, Kenneth. Kenneth says, what the hell? Okay, let me get back to my video. So Kenneth, and everyone else. Someone says, Jamie, giddy up. Okay, Jamie, you have to whinny. Okay. I don't know how the internet's going to receive this, but I hope that you'll understand, internet, that this is what they do with little ponies, because adults cannot get on their backs and teach them. And you don't want to wait 4 years to get on a horse's back and teach it neck reining. You don't. I don't think. You want it to learn when it's young. So when that day comes that whoever gets on this horse's back, which will not be me, they can apply the pressure, and the horse will already know because it's been trained. Anyway, this is kind of how the video goes. You don't have to watch if you don't want to. But and I think that overall she did really good. I was scared. What are you laughing about, Jamie? Someone says, whoa, Jamie. Guys, please focus on the video. Could we all just focus on this video here? If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you hear my voice, clap twice. If you hear my voice, clap 3 times. Okay, now I should have your attention. All right. So what I used was the lunging rope because it's the only rope long enough that I could find to do that. But what I did do was, okay, this is not going anywhere if I can't get someone to focus. How can my own partner not be here to support me on this? Okay, so anyway, so what I was trying to do, and I'm not saying I'm the best at it, but I think that from what I've seen on the videos, that's a really good example right there. I do not see what you're looking at unless you're looking at me and laughing at me. Is it my knee brace? I don't get it.
I have literal tears coming out.
I know you do. And I don't know. Anyway, so what I used was a lunge rope, and I'm just letting you all know why I did what I did. It may be heavily criticized, but like I said, the horse is old enough to have a saddle on her back. This comes from both farriers and all of the things we've read online. Now, they says no more than 40 pounds. Guess what? The saddle weighs 23 pounds. So I think that we're good as far as that goes. I didn't think about this, and I'm glad I didn't, but I was almost going to put a bag of feed on her, which weighs 50 pounds. But I'm glad that I read ahead of time, and it said no more than 40 pounds at this point in her life. So the saddle weighing 23 pounds, the pad weighing a few more, I don't think we have an issue with the weight on her back.
And she didn't kill you.
Well, we don't want to talk about that. Let people watch the video. If you say that, oh, it's going to be boring.
Here.
I'm not going to watch it. Huh?
You're still here, and she didn't kill you. That's all I meant by that.
Well, you know how people will. They'll see, oh, I've seen enough. I don't need to watch the rest. I know what he's going to do. He lives. Anyway, so yes, everyone is saying, calm down. The weight is fine. So thank you for the horse people to jump in and support me on that part. I don't know if anyone besides Kenneth has says, what the hell? Only one guy says, what the hell are you doing, Lester? I don't know, Kenneth. I don't know what I'm doing. But what I am doing is what I saw on videos. It's a way to neck, rein, train without getting on the horse's back. And you can do that from a very young age. And so that's what I did yesterday. That video comes out this afternoon on I'm a Survivor Sanctuary at 3 o'clock Central Time on YouTube. It'll be out another day on Facebook. Okay, anything you want to add to our experience yesterday? You could talk about it.
I can't talk right
now. Yes, I was far enough away that I was not really ever a threat for her to kick me. All she could have done if she wanted to was ran backwards and then kicked. And I would have to run out. But if she moved backwards, I would have walked backwards as well to keep that spacing between us. So I don't know what happened right there. I feel like I was giving a really nice intro to help everyone understand what they're going to see today on that video. And instead, I feel like I opened a whole can of worms. And I still can't figure out what everyone you're giggling about. I'm guessing you'll tell me later.
I can't tell you later.
You're not going to tell me later.
I just think that you're going to have to.
Okay.
It was an excellent training video.
Okay. Well, I will. So you ready to wrap this up then? You got anything else you want to talk about? Well, there's a couple of packages that come to you and me. You want to open those?
Sure, go ahead.
So I had put this to the side because it says Lester and Jamie. And so you want to open that? I opened gifts a couple of days ago. And I remember that I did not want to open anything that said Lester and Jamie because I didn't want to do it without you being here.
That was sweet of you.
Yeah. I can be sweet at times.
Aww.
Whoa.
It's a laptop skin.
This is a skin for our laptop. Oh Lord, looky.
Aww.
So that it peels and goes into your laptop.
That's so sweet.
That was a pretty picture. That's us at Xander's Grit. You lied.
What?
Look what shirt I'm wearing.
What about it?
You lied. The shirt that I found in my drawer was not the one you bought me for Xander's graduation. I'm wearing a black shirt here, and that is Xander's graduation.
That's not the same top shirt. I bought that other outfit for you for Christmas last year.
What you said was it was a shirt that I wore to Xander's graduation, and I don't remember, so I believed you. And here comes picture proof that I wore a black t-shirt to Xander's graduation. So where'd that maroon shirt come from?
I bought it last Christmas with a lot of the stuff I bought you, with the good jeans, with the boots that had the longhorn and the barbed wire on them.
When did I ever wear it? Because new shirts hang up until I wear them, and then when they get washed, they go into my drawer.
You wore it one
Well,
night.
you said to Xander's graduation. You said Xander's graduation. Those are beautiful laptop covers. I've never seen one before, but a laptop skin. So I guess I can't show you all, obviously, but it goes, I peel it, and it goes right on the back of your laptop. So as you're carrying it around, people can see something.
It doesn't say who it's from, though.
There's no name of who it's from.
But thank you very much.
I thought there was another one. This over here is one.
Oh.
That's to you. It was in a box of many things.
Jamie, I thought of you when I found these at an estate sale. I love a good estate sale. From Grace.
Grace.
Okay.
Pretty name.
Woo, pretty.
Wait, isn't an estate sale when someone sells their entire property because they're moving or died?
Oh, awesome. How beautiful. Pearls and longhorns.
I love those.
Thank you, Miss Grace.
Whenever I wear my boots, you can wear them longhorn earrings. All right, and then there was one gift for me that I didn't get a chance to open. Did you get that box cutter?
Careful.
I will open it right now. So I don't know exactly what this is, but it does come to Lester tomorrow. Can you see if there's a gift card in there? So this looks like one of those rope halters. It looks like a rope halter.
Oh, that's perfect for our little Rita.
Very colorful.
That's perfect for her.
Would that be for Rita or would that be for one of our calves?
Either or, but
Either
probably
or.
Rita.
It's very colorful. It's kind of a rainbow color. It's called rainbow rope halter. It's a miniature size.
You actually have another one.
Oh, well, I didn't want this to be all about me, Jamie.
That's okay. It was sitting right here.
Sorry about that, guys. I didn't mean to. I wanted to do a.
I'm excited about that because somebody told me that the knots are really key to her in this training point instead of a belted one. So
I don't get that. How the knots.
Because
I've heard that a lot of times.
Places.
But what if they're in the wrong place?
Well, that's why it's important to have the right size. So I had a really big one on her, and that's where somebody told me that it was wrong. So I bet that's why.
Hi, Lester. I'm not sure if this will help, so I'm only sending one bottle. But I thought you might try spraying this on the exhaust pipe and your vehicle tires to keep Trixie from going near them. Huh. Oh, it's a pet block.
Oh.
It's a pet block repellent. So it must have something in this that the dogs will not like the smell of.
Oh.
That comes from Betty. Betty, thank you so much. I don't know about the exhaust pipe because obviously it's going to be hot and it might burn it right off. But the tires for sure. I'll try it. What the heck? It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But I'd be more curious about seeing her reaction to it. But you know what that reminds me of? Watching the fainting goats faint and videoing it. Do I want to watch Trixie run up to the tires and all of a sudden be repelled by something? I just picture it kind of being like mace or bear spray.
I don't think it's like that. I think I think it's like a bitter thing to where they just don't have the same interest. I know it works for like dogs that chew on things.
I don't know. So, I mean, I could see, we don't really have any chewing dogs, but Trixie has some bad habits for sure. Runs up and bites on tires and sucks the exhaust while the engine's running. I don't get that for anything. So Kathleen says it does have a very bitter taste.
Are you going to taste it?
I was wondering how Kathleen knows that. I was wondering how Kathleen would know that.
Oh my God.
She must have tried it at some point. I am not. I will if you will. Want to see what it tastes like or smells like?
I wasn't joining in on that.
Let's spray some on this. Okay. I will go
I
first.
thought you were gonna do it on your finger.
Jamie, to me, seriously, it's odorless and tasteless.
I
To
thought
me,
you were gonna lick it again, like you're spraying more on there.
I gave you a side.
It's not odorless. It's like apple cinnamony. Yeah, it's appley.
Kind of appley. Well, either way, it's made to repel pests, and we will certainly give it a shot. It's not fair that we make Trixie try it without trying it
Great.
first.
Back to licking. We're weird, okay? We have weird sensory things, I guess, and apparently we both have it.
We're already known as the cookie lickers, and that was the funniest thing ever. Anyway, we are right at our hour. We will let you guys go on with your Saturdays. We are going to gear up and head over to the sanctuary, and we're taking Rocky with us. We're going to take Rocky with us. Oh, we're going to take Rocky and the entire omelet. We don't need the omelet here. I mean, it was a promotional thing that we were gifted. We've had it for a while, and it's hey, can I add one funny thing about promotional items? Listen, Jamie is the ultimate diplomat. She's the ultimate diplomat. And whereas whenever Argo contacted us about redoing the Argo for another year, I'm trying to find the nice way to say this. I kind of thought it was much ado about nothing, because the Argo is not our favorite ride-around vehicle. Would you agree? It's not our. Why are you being so quiet? The Argo is not our favorite ride-around vehicle, and the reason I know that is because when you come out and you need to do something with a heavy-duty machine, you jump on the side-by-side. You never get on the Argo. When I run out to do something, I get on the side-by-side, not the Argo. The Argo is more of a, I don't want to call it a toy. It's not a toy. It's a very machismo kind of machine. And I think that I do it more when people come over to give people the experience of riding the Argo. And so when Argo and I had to kind of do the negotiations for this next year, I wasn't really gung-ho on it. And then Jamie was able to provide some numbers that made Argo completely change their mind with the number of views, the number of comments, and all of the things that we pulled up. Would you believe that videos that featured the Argo got 4 million views? A total of 4 million views. Now, that means that Argo was exposed to 4 million people that otherwise they would not have been exposed to. Now, I know what you're going to say. Yeah, but we're women. We don't buy Argos. That's what Argo was trying to say last year in the negotiations, where she kind of figured all that one out and kind of broke it all down. How women normally have women of our age normally have more of a say so in what their men are allowed to purchase.
So y'all are, I would say that we're probably looking at 90% women
90?
watching our.
Everyone knows
video
our
right now.
numbers, yes.
And we all know that while we may think or want them to think that it's their idea, we say that actually in my real job about healthcare as well. If the woman has a good experience at a hospital, she will encourage the rest of her family to utilize that hospital. And I believe that we have a significant amount of influence of purchase and of planning and just of overall, like, I feel like we are the household managers. So
I mean, most men would agree with that. Most men would absolutely agree with that. And how many men say, I'll have to ask my wife? Hey, how about going to happy hour? I have to ask my wife. I mean, women do have a lot more power over their men than what we like to admit, I would say. But when it comes right down to it, most men already know that. And it is what it is. Bottom line is, I think that Jamie has worked out a deal to where we shall keep the Argo another year. And we will not have to highlight or showcase as much, which was kind of my annoyance. I felt like the videos I was having to make were faked. And now I can just kind of do it when I want to and not feel like I have to, or be told, hey, you're behind and whatnot. So we shall see. Anything else on that?
Mm.
I don't know how you do it, but your negotiation skills are on point. And then can we do a shout out to you for meeting your quota for hospitals? That's not an official pat on the back from your boss yet, but can I talk about that? I don't know. I don't want to interfere with what you do outside of making
A little
videos.
bit. You can talk about it. A little
Okay, so every year, Jamie, for what she does, is given a quota for the number of hospitals she has to bring on board. You know, she manages doctors, she locates and gets her program into different hospitals, and they have an entire fiscal year to meet their goals. And Jamie has already met her goals with how many months still to go?
3.5.
3.5 months to go. She's not only met her goals, but she surpassed it by 4.
Yeah.
As of right now, she has surpassed her goal of 4. And I says, you know what that's going to mean, though, right? That next year they're going to up the ante. They're going to up your hospitals. That's the only good thing about meeting goals, is that sometimes your boss will put more on your plate. So you bust your behind, you try to meet certain goals. You met those goals, but you met them too soon. If you could have met your goal,
I could have stretched it out a little bit more and
if you right at the
punch,
at that last hour, man, as the hourglass is finally trickling down, you meet that goal. Oh, okay, you made your boss happy, and for next year, you keep the same goal.
Isn't that true though? That hard work is rewarded with more work.
Yes,
'Cause
hard
I
work
really believe
is
that it
rewarded
is.
with more hard work.
I believe that's what happens here. Even
Heck yeah,
really
that's what
do.
happens here.
You're like, Jamie, you're so great at feeding those goats. Get out there and feed those longhorns too. And
They only
I
want
know
to eat from
can
you,
do
baby.
it.
They only
Yeah.
want to eat from you. Okay, everyone's barking
Yeah,
for some
We
reason.
probably should go see what's going on out there.
Yeah. So what I think is going on are all the neighbors are waking up and they're taking their own dogs out for walks. So we got dogs over here, which is over there. Our dogs are saying, "Hey, don't you dare look over here," and whatnot. But guys, it was a pleasure having coffee with you this morning. Thank you for coming and saying hi. Please give Uncle Dan a hard time about Patty Cake Baker Dan. Please
It's
give
my
him a hard
favorite
time.
video title ever.
That's a wonderful video title, but he needs to rename his page that. I'm going to give him a hard time myself. And then thank y'all so much for being supportive of Sister Tina as she figures her way out through all of the social media jungle. And we are just so very blessed. Thank you for being a part of our journey. And take it easy in them comments on my Rita video whenever it comes to your platform, please.
Listen, full disclosure, Rita did incredible, and Lester was very good with her as well. And we're on the same page. I might have had a freak out moment, but it all turned out really well.
All right, you press stop. I'm going to get back to what I was doing.
Oh my God.
Is that what you wanted? Is that what you wanted right there? Thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all.